Good morning, Jeremy Jenks, Vice President of Sales with the Tremblay Group with Keller Williams, Myrtle Beach. And I'm going to talk to you all a little bit today about how we coach our agents and track our numbers in our business, which is super important. As you all know, most real estate agents do not track the numbers in their business very well. It's kind of more like just throwing mud on the wall and seeing what sticks is the industry adage I've heard for the last 10 years. So we don't run that way. And one of the things that I want to recommend is if you are thinking about taking control of your business and having a better life, any realtor out there can read this book, Traction, and several high-level mega agent teams like us, and different real estate companies will run their business based on this book. And Gino Wickman, the author, lays out a fantastic plan and kind of reasons behind why it's so important. So what we do here, we've implemented a coaching scorecard. And so when I'm meeting with any of the agents that I coach, we track an accountability score. Jump into that later. We track their in-person appointments. We have their typical sales activities and funnels. I have the goals of my agent here. And then I have the history of kind of what they've been doing numbers wise. And so let's dive into why we track all this and what it does to help us. So first off, the accountability score is made up on a points system, okay? We want them in double digits, ideally. You can see this was a 9 for this particular agent, so very, very close. He's going to get points for the number of calls made. He's going to get points for the leads taken from our CCS team, which is extremely rare, but we actually set hot appointments for all of our agents, double confirmed hot appointments. We track that. We track the number of those that turn into in-person appointments. So how many in-person appointments, get points for that. And then you get points for attending our role play sessions on Mondays and Thursdays. And also you're keeping your CRM clean, your customer management system clean. And so what that does is we know if you're making the calls and you're talking to people and then you're having those conversations turn into appointments and the appointments turn into eventual sales, we know that you're following your typical sales pipeline and we can track those numbers. Okay. So if the CRM is clean, means we're doing our follow-up, we've got calls, we got people coming in. Now, what if I'm not? What if my accountability score drops? Ultimately, I know my sales numbers are going to drop. Okay. So if my accountability score starts to drop, I can look and I can say, where can I coach to? Are we not making enough calls to start the funnel? Are we not getting into enough appointments? Okay, so there's a script issue on the phone that we're not turning it into an appointment. Are the appointments not turning into sales? So there's a scripting issue in person. Or are the sales falling through? So we're not using maybe the best partner lenders and attorneys that we can provide. Or we're not pre-framing what's going to happen with the inspection to our client. So these are all script, role play, and skill issues that we can now coach to because we know our numbers. So super, super important in a real estate business or any business. Now, I will offer, if any of you wants a free strategy session and you want to know how we coach our agents and kind of what we do here, happy to share. Or how being with Keller Williams has helped us, happy to share. Please reach out, shoot me an email, or give me a call. Thanks for tuning in.